Okay. Let's see, live. Now I want to get the. All right, one of the, I'm going to put in the YouTube, I'm going to put in the links that I'm going to talk about. So you have them there. Of course, the members have them. But for non-members too, they should have them. Everybody should. I mean, this is all, what I do, I plagiarize. Everything I've been doing for the last 50 years is taking information that I get for free from the government and selling it for as much as I can. Now I'm trying to sell it for as little as I can. I used to do that because I was trying to make a living. And you worry about all those things all the time. When you start with nothing, then you're worried about everything. That it's not going to be there and you're going to go broke. And I still have that little feeling. Maybe that's the immigrant heritage that I live with, because we all have our demons that we live with. So, okay, there's the links that I'm going to talk about, these programs. They're all new programs that I've found. They're all over the country, and that's what people, like I say, I'm trying to do it for as little money as possible because I think I should not be doing this. I think the government should be telling you about these programs, not me. Yeah. They're not my programs. These are the government programs. So people think that I created these programs. No, I didn't create anything. I'm just showing you where they are because our world is so complicated that the average person can't. And I think the main reason why they don't, average people don't find it, because we're taught to buy things. I mean, everything you need, you go to Google, right? But everything in Google is going to ask you for money. And none of these programs ask you for money. So that's where the system files down. People don't realize that 40% of everything in our country is people giving you free money and help. 60% is people selling you something, okay? So you gotta know that, okay? But what happens if you don't have money to help yourself? You don't have money to do what you wanna do. Well, our country has that taken care of. Now, how it does it and everything is certainly there's bad parts, good parts, or whatever. But the good parts are the people that help you. And they're there, but we're not trained on how to contact them. We're not trained to use them or where they hang out. How do you find them? And people in the government don't even know because it's huge. I mean, can you imagine 40% of America? Yeah. So that means, if we have 300,000, 340,000 people here, so 40%, that's like 340 million, I'm sorry. So that's like 150 million people. Yeah, just hanging around trying to help you. Actually, the 40% is really in the money in our country. So of all the money in our country, 40% of it goes to help people, okay? And 60% goes to buying goods and services and stuff like that, and the stuff you buy, okay? Now, this is stuff you don't buy, but it is 40%. I mean, that is just a huge number. I've been following this for 50 years, so it's really not surprising to me, but it is still surprising that we have a country that does that. Most developed countries do that. We help each other. That's called a community. When we used to live in the jungles, we still helped each other, right? When everybody didn't have any money, we still helped each other. That's what people do. That's what being a human is. It's about helping each other because life is a bitch. Right? No matter rich or poor, you're always going to have problems. And see, what even frustrates me more is that the rich know this. And that's how I learned. I was helping rich people get these programs. I did that for about 3-4 years. After 2 businesses that failed, then I got this business. I started this business and helped them. Wow. Number one, I was shocked that I could find this stuff. I mean, I barely, I flunked most English classes and flunked out of schools and everything. I didn't consider myself as an intellectual giant or whatever. But I was able to help these people because I was just a hustler. I'd find that, what they needed money for, and I'd find it. And I'd find it in a government program. And then they'd make millions of dollars out of it or become billionaires. So I thought what I was doing was helping millionaires become billionaires using government programs. And they still do it. Look at the current administration. They're all billionaires because they know how important the government is for their economic success. And the problem with me is that the rest of the people don't know that, and that's why the rest of the people are in trouble in our country. So we have 90% of the people that have not seen a pay raise literally for almost 45 years now. It went up a little bit, but inflation went up a shitload more, and so you're behind the 8 ball. So we have 90% of the people in this country can't afford, and that's because of wages, not because of inflation. Sure, the inflation's there, it affects everybody, but it affects the people most who have low wages, and wages did not keep up with inflation. So wages went up, listen to this, 30% in the last 45 years. Inflation went up 300%. So that's 10 times what your wages are going up. So you're getting behind the 8 ball further and further every year. So I'm trying to show people how to cope with that until people get smart, or we get other people to decide that people should make more money. We're growing. That's what bothers me even more, is that our country is growing. Now, consumer price index, no, not that. No, not that. That's net wealth. Total growth. Okay. This is okay. This is our total GDP. So this is the amount of money in America. See, it's grown over 350% since 1980. Okay, so 350% the economy grew since 1980. Okay, now here's what wages did in that period. Okay, so the economy grew 350%, but wages grew only 30%. So, but for the top 10%, it did very well. But it's the bottom 90%. Wages grew, 30%, and the economy grew 300%. So, and that's inflation. Inflation grew about that much too. So they're behind. So let's take some notes, get out your pen and paper. And by the way, in both Let's Go Help and on YouTube, I put in the links that I'm gonna talk about. Okay, here's a program, local. See, all this stuff is local too. You're looking in Washington. Man, no, you can't look in Washington. You gotta look local. Now here's a program, a neighborhood program from nonprofit organization that gives free laptops. Okay, free laptops, free financial counseling, and $2,000 to help repair your house. Now this is in Detroit. That's what they're doing. So it's called the, and it's for seniors. So this is seniors in Detroit, and they have a program there. It's called Senior Empowerment Grant Program, and they take care of people. Okay, if you're looking for Google for help, you don't find these people. So that's why you think nobody loves you and it's full of shit out there and everybody's screwing you. Yes, because you're looking in the wrong place. These people are there to help you. They get grant money to help seniors, okay? And they get grant money to help seniors that have to learn how to use computers. They give you a computer. They give you free lessons. You have to know how to budget your low income. They give you free counseling for all that kind of stuff, budget, and identify other sources of income for you. And they give up, $2,000 to help repair your house. Maybe something's falling apart, or you need something, bars on your road, on the bathtub and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what that's money for. So there's people there in your neighborhood that will help you, with the problems you have. You won't find them. You won't see an ad for them on TV. Nowhere. So that's why you have to now learn the skills that are necessary to live. It's the same way we all learn skills to live. And we learned how to drive a car, right? Because if you can't drive a car, man, you can't get a job, you can't get food, you can't do anything. So you learn how to drive a car. And at my age, I think they don't want me driving anymore. Or computers, you learn how to do computers. So you have to learn. Now, if nobody has taught you how to use the what I call the community part of our economy. There's the capitalism and the community. The community part is the part that helps you for free. Nobody tells you about that, okay? Because nobody can make money at it. You only know about the things that people make money on. Okay, so that's number one. Free laptops, free financial counseling, and $2,000 for home repair. Now, this is interesting to me. In Cleveland Clinic, you ever heard of the Cleveland Clinic? I mean, it's like one of the biggest hospitals in the world. Yeah. Now, what happened a couple years ago, what they did is they passed a law where companies, drug companies, had to give prescription drugs to hospitals at rock bottom prices, like half price, a third price, or whatever, real low prices, so that the hospitals could pay people so they could have money to pay for people who can't afford a hospital, okay? So it's another way to get health care to people. They passed a law, so the drug firms help pay for this. But what happened, the people who passed the law on Capitol Hill investigated two hospitals. One was this Cleveland Clinic, and the other one, I forget the name. But what they found out, this clinic was taking all that money that they were making and spending it on themselves and not spending it on people who couldn't pay their bill, okay? And that's terrible. And listen to them. Hey, I'm in the wrong business. Okay, the hospital has 22 people making $1 million or more. So that's a hospital, that's an executive. And a hospital that's helping people. That's like paying your priest $1 million. Well, probably not likely, but it's like that, right? So 22 people making $1 million, then 30 people making $500,000. I mean, wow. See what I mean about wages? That chart about wages going nowhere? Okay, here's the chart about wages going nowhere. Everybody is getting about a 30% raise. The top guys are getting, 400% raise with it. Oh, 200% raise. See, you have people making, in one organization, you get what was it, 22 people making $1 million apiece. Yeah. And 30 people making $500,000. So that's 50 people making $500 to $1 million apiece. Wow. I haven't looked at this kind of data in a long time, and that just shocked the pants off of me. I still have them on, by the way. If you can't see the video now, that's low. And it's just a pity that where we're going. And the people out there that are hurting, they're supposed to help people in the community that are. They made a profit last year of $1 billion. The hospital made a profit of $1 billion. And they're making people who can't afford them pay for money, and the executives get a raise, and they get more money in their coffers, and people can't afford health care. Okay, by the way, I just put up a new tiny URL. Download this if you have trouble with paying health care, finding free health care, or whatever. Because see, this hospital, getting government money, they have to let you not pay the bill at certain income. And that income isn't destitute. It could be $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, depending on where you live and all that kind of stuff. But they don't tell you. So they just keep sending you a bill. Then you get on your credit card that you didn't pay bill. Now you can't buy a house. Now you can't buy a car. And then actually what happened last year or so, Biden took that off, or the Consumer Finance Consumer Finance Protection Agency. They made it illegal to get medical bills on your debt report. So on your credit report. So it came off your credit report. Now Trump wants to put it back on your credit report. You go, wow, see, you're not gonna get a break. Unless you're a billionaire, see? This is the kind of stuff that happens. Okay, so how do you, go to this website. Download this right now. If you've ever needed health care, if you've ever needed free prescription drugs, if you ever needed, even dental care I have there. And I put up, this is an incredible thing, I think, but I'm biased, don't trust me. Go look at this. I don't even ask for an email address or anything. You just download this report. You go to Tiny, TINY.com/let's-go, and then medical dental. Okay, let's go medical dental. Okay, you do that, download, and there's 4 reports in that report that you're going to get. I don't ask for email, nothing. Okay, so it's virus safe. It's like wearing a condom. Okay. That's what I think you need to search the internet now. You need internet condoms so you don't get a virus or a scam or whatever. And that will show you all the programs. Like to find out, there's a link in there to, you could put in the name of the hospital and it'll tell you if they should have given you for free. They should not have billed you, but they keep billing you because it's easy. And they all want money. Why? Because now these hospitals are not community driven, they're Wall Street driven. These are all owned now by investors, and everybody just wants money. Not to solve a problem in our community, just want money. Nursing homes are like this now. They're all bought up by sharks on Wall Street. They just want money. They're not there to help people. They're how much money they can make from you, and that's too bad. I mean, that's what capitalism does. And so, but I think there's limits to capitalism. It shouldn't be everything, and it's too bad. So it's hurting people that can't. Or if we're all wealthy enough, then that's fine. But we have more poor people in this country than anywhere else in the world. Not anywhere else in the world. Any rich country in the world. So we have the highest percentage of poor people in the United States than any other developed country. Now, that is terrible. How could the richest country in the world have the biggest percentage of poor people than any other rich country in the world? Aren't we number one? Yeah, we are number one in creating poor people. Now, that's not a number one we want, is it? They bill Medicaid and then Medicaid recovery dues your state. Well, I'm sure there's cases for everything you could see. But first you want to know the law, because then you could get it and not pay first. And that's important. Yeah, I mean, medical billing is crazy. So you have to know, but they're going to bill you no matter what. So you have to take the first things first. And you say, hey, you're not supposed to do this. Oh, and the good people will know. Sure, there's always shysters and people will take advantage of it. So that's the Cleveland Clinic, okay? Now here's another one. There's a lot of money. We're gonna have a lot more people homeless, a lot more people foreclosed, and things like that. Why? Because rents are going up, income is not going up, wages are not going up, people are gonna get stuck. I mean, like in our apartment here, in our building, I got 70 people here. There must be a half a dozen to a dozen organizations, people that lost their government jobs. I mean, they were making good money in the government. And all of a sudden, Doge came in and just fired them overnight. Now they're gonna be really hurting, in another month. They probably have a little cushion somewhere, but that's it. So what happens, see, this is what the community does. The community tries to take care of problems like this as much as they can. So I'm starting to see a lot more programs where there's emergency money. This is in Lewistown, Pennsylvania, in Mifflin County. What they just passed a law that gives more grant money for people to pay for lawyers if you get foreclosed or have to be evicted. So you get free lawyer money and free rent money, okay? So that's new stuff coming up. See, what you have to realize, programs come and go every day, okay? So you have to keep looking. Don't talk to somebody, hey, there's nothing like that. No, nobody knows if there is or not. You have to go find that. Okay, so now if you want to know, if you need help with foreclosure or eviction or paying rent. Okay, the best way to do if you're not a member, you go to findhelp.org, findhelp.org, findhelp.org. Okay, hold on, Lisa, I'll be back. Go to findhelp.org, and what you do is then put in your zip code, and then put in, well, you could put in rent, and you'll see 50 to 70 organizations in your zip code that help pay for rent. And the way you do that research now, once you get that listing, you have to start calling them all. You can't just look for one that's right for you and apply there and get the money. It doesn't work that way. I wish it was, but it doesn't. So if I promise you that, you're going to quit because it's going to maybe take you half a dozen or a dozen phone calls. But you want to solve the problem. You got in this, most of us get in financial problems, over a period of time. So you can't fix it so easy. Probate lawyer, okay. Lisa, what zip code are you in? Let me see if I can find some, see what there's in. But again, so Lisa, who's a member, she's looking for a probate lawyer. And Fred, can you try the library? What is your zip code, Lisa? So I could put that in and see if we could find one on Find Help, okay? Because there are so many free legal places in Find Help. It's incredible. Okay, findhelp.org. And also we have I'm still without residence. Well, what zip code do you live in? It doesn't matter if you're a resident. I gotta know what zip code you're at. It doesn't matter because you have to get a lawyer. So wherever you are, however you're living, that's what you gotta do, okay? Well, here, if you want to do here, you go to Tiny, Tiny, url.org.com, I'm saying, / but you're in a car, you're in something, you're on the street, there's a zip code there. I need to know that. Wherever my suitcases are. Well, wherever you are now, it doesn't matter. Because if you have to talk to a lawyer, if I'm going to give you a lawyer, you have to call them. So you have to know. I have to know where it is. Okay. Here, tinyurl.com. Let's go legal. Okay, that may be easier for you then, Lisa. Go there. Then I have a state-by-state listing of all the free legal help is available. Then there, what you have to do. Now I'm going to put in my zip code, 20009. I'm going to put my zip code 2009. Probate. Also, are you a senior? Because there's free legal help. Okay, I find 5 sources of free probate lawyers. Okay, now what you would do, Lisa 50. Oh, okay, we're getting close. Because, okay, so there, well, you could call them anyway. Because sometimes lawyers, see, seniors are really start at 40. So I'm going to give you a number to call and tell them where you are to see if you get free legal help, okay? Here's the number, okay? This is called the Elder Care Locator, okay? And that's 800-677-1116. Call them and see if you're eligible for free legal help, okay? Okay, let's go through the list now. How are we doing? We're on 3, we get the clinic, we got Lovestown for living, okay. Here's another legal services, we got that, we got hospital bills, we got laptops and counseling and money for home repair. Okay, here's down in Florida, they have a program for people with disabilities and no degree, okay, for disabilities and no degree. They could get free paid training. In other words, you get paid, you get a salary while you're training, okay? And it's virtual reality training for a career that is $90,000, $100,000. This is HVAC, you know. So to learn heating, cooling, ventilation, stuff like that. Yeah, they're looking for people with disabilities to train them because they need people. They need people to be trained in these skills. So they're going to pay you money, a living wage, while you're learning how to do this job that makes, you know, $80, $90, $100,000 a year with no degree and a disability. This is how much we need people that are trained. Everybody says, I can't get a job. Oh, the jobs are too little. It's where you're looking. The world is so goddamn big. You have to expand your mind. And there's no easy way to do that without calling a bunch of people and getting nothing, and then you find it. Then you do it. That's the only way. You're not going to find a pan for gold and not even go near the water. You got to go to the water to pan for gold. And then it takes time to pan for gold, but it's there. This is how people make money. This is how people do things. This is how people succeed. They try a lot of shit that doesn't work, and then they get lucky. They don't get lucky, they just tried a lot. And you can, but there's no encouragement. And we're stuck in the thing of Google. Google, to me, Google's the biggest problem. I'm disabled in Florida. Well, that is the program. I put the link in the chat there, okay? So you do it. But wherever you are, here's how to find out more about programs like that. You go to, there's two places. You go to careeronestop.org. Okay, careeronestop.org. Then you go to your local community college. Okay, then you go to findhelp.org/ and then you put in your zip code, and then put job training. Okay, now that will give you, could be 200-300 organizations that could provide free job training, but you have to go to them all. You have to start calling people. You have to start talking to people. Even on the Find Help with job training, you put that in and call them. Hey, you know, you're doing for, you know, HVAC. I want to be a chef. They'll know other people. And if they don't, then you call somebody else and ask them, hey, I'm looking for job training to be a chef because I want to be a cook and make a bunch of money that way. Okay, there's things like that out there, but they're not coming to you. You have to go to them. Good afternoon, man. Is there a place where I can find grants for small businesses? Yes, Jimmy, the first place to start is make an appointment with free mentors. Every county, city, state has free mentors that help sit down with you to figure out how to get the money you need to start a business. How do you find them? Here's a report. I'm going to put them right here. And if you remember, you could see on the left-hand side, we have a tab that says Unlock My Goals. Unlock My Goals. You could go on that tab and press that, and you could start there, okay? And that will take you through the service and tell you who to start calling, okay? Here's another thing, and particularly for people who are not members, because there's literally dozens and dozens and dozens of people that are free in your zip code that want to be there to help you start a business, okay? But here's another list for that. It is Tiny, T-I-N-Y, oh, what's that in there? T-I-N-Y, url.com/Let's Local Business. Okay, tinyurl.com. So people watching on YouTube, you want to go to tinyurl.com and then Let's Go Local Business. Okay, and you'll see dozens and dozens and dozens of people. You have to start calling. Yeah, okay, and as a member, look in the thing on the left And you talk to more than one. One person says, oh, you're nuts, I don't know. That's all, you call other people. It's just like getting a date or a job. One person doesn't want to hire you. You got to go next door and ask somebody else. That's how it works. You can't do that, just by, the world's too complicated. There's so many ways to do it. I mean, after 2 failing businesses now, I'm convinced you don't need money to start a business. That's after I started my first 2 businesses and they failed, and I got money to do those 2. But then I did it without money, and it was working. So that's what you want to do. Okay, here, and listen to this. See, here, the next one. Here, Michigan just got $8 million in grants to help low-income people to start their own business. You want to see that? The link is in the description about starting a business. So the state is giving people grants, nonprofit organizations, to take people with low income and train them and show them where to get money and everything they need to start a business, okay? That's available to you in every state, but you have to get help. It may not be the first call, maybe not be the second call. It's there, but it takes work. People, I think another thing wrong with Google is everybody's there telling you how easy life is, and it's not. Sure, it's there, but finding it is hard. That's what you have to do. The applications, don't worry about filling out applications. Everybody, oh, I need a grant writer. No, you don't. The hardest part about this process is finding the right grant to apply to. And the only way you're going to find that out is by calling people who are in the business of giving help and giving grants. Okay, and you have to talk to a lot of them, not just 1 or 2, and think you know everything. Oh, this guy said I make too much money. Doesn't matter. There's over 800,000 grants in America. 800,000, and I get not that number because in findhelp.org, that has 600,000. So if that's 600,000, there's got to be another 200,000 at least. Are the people in your building members of LESCO? Could put that code on the mail. Yeah. Well, I help everybody here for free. It's not magic. It just, No, I did. I sent, when this happened, I put together a listing of all the sources to get together with, when you lose your job. Because there's so many things. I mean, like the 3 things I gave up here: career one stop, local community college, and find help, and put job training to get a new career. You're not gonna, the way it is now, you have to get skills to get a decent job, and you can't. And they need skills, and that's what okay, right. The same people who do all those things and to help you find what's a good career for you, a good job training program for you, and the ones that could pay you to do that, you have to talk to them to find those. And you may have to call a dozen people. I mean, that's just life. Maybe 2, I don't know. Maybe you'll get it on the first one. But there's hundreds of people that do that in your zip code. So if you're just gonna call, everyone has skills. Yes, but you have to have the skills that people want. and you don't know how to fix an HVAC. Well, you can learn for a little bit, and now you're the skills they want. Everyone has skills. Everyone has the potential. And you're right, we all have special skills, and that's important. Let's see, start a business. Oh, thank you so much, David. Let's see, you can start a business in the trades or cleaning industry. Absolutely, with only have tools. Yeah, I believe that. That's what I did. I mean, so many of the businesses now don't require capital. They just require a customer. If you want to be a cleaning business, that's right. You just need, a broom or whatever the hell you need, and a customer. You're in business. What else the hell you need? But everybody goes and spends money on being an LLC and all this kind of stuff. That doesn't determine your success of getting a business. You have to concentrate on what determines your success. Because there's a million things. We have professionals out there. Everyone's trying to tell you what you need to succeed. And I did that the first 2 businesses, and they failed. And then on the 3rd business, I said, shit, I bought all this stuff, And who won? They won because I bought all that crap from them and I still was out of business. So, or find the right one. So what I feel, that's it. You got to find the customer. That's the key to success of anything. And you find a customer. And if you're not in business until you get a customer. And that's all you need to be in business. You have some, yeah, I'll buy that. All you people, you give me money. You don't know if I'm an LLC or not, and I'm not. You know, I don't believe in that. I stand behind. People get behind an LLC because, oh, you're going to be sued, and they'll take your 2 children, and the lawyers will talk like that. You know, oh, you don't want to do that, and all they put fear in. I don't want to live in fear. I stand by what I do. I'll give you money back if you don't think it's fair. Fine, and that's. It's just, I don't want to give a lawyer a couple $100 for all this stuff. No. So you get me. Nobody asks. But if you're going out to get contracts and somebody says, oh no, I can't deal with anybody unless they're an LLC and you're going to get money, you go become an LLC. I don't have anything against it, but it's not going to help you get customers. I'm seeking grants for cosmetic dental implants, dentistry location in Staten Island. Okay. You may have to go other places if you want grants. Because dental implants, yeah, they cost a lot of money. And I've looked on the internet for grants for that. And there's a lot of dentists that say, oh yeah, we'll give you a $500 or $5,000 grant for your, yeah, but they'll charge us $60,000 or something like that. So that's this marketing money. It doesn't. Look on the left-hand side, David, unlock your goals. So that tab that says unlock your goals on the left-hand side, you go there, and then there is a report on dental care, okay? And dental, David Gray, oh, that's Daniel Johnson. Okay, business grants, also on the left-hand side, Daniel, because you remember, so on the left-hand side, you look for starting a business, and that's how to find business grants. And David Gray, how to find dental grants under the tab for mental and dental health. Okay, it's in there. And for people who are not members, I want you to know this too. I have a free report for you to find free dental programs where you live. And you go to this URL. It's tiny, Tiny, URL.com, and then slash Lesco, then medical dental. Lesco medical dental. Okay, let's do it again. tinyurl.com slash Lesco medical dental. Okay. Because I would love to do this for free for everybody, but I gotta pay rent and stuff like that, like you all do too. So we charge, and the charge is for Lesco Help. It's $20 a month, and you get unlimited personal help. This is the correct spelling. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, what did I say? Oh, I see, good. Oh, that was your minute. What was I saying? Boy, when you get 80, man, things change. But I'm having a ball. And really, I enjoy my life so much because I'm able to help somebody. I could tell, like Lisa, just help her with a little bit something to make someone else's life just a little bit better. I think that's what we all, oh man, I spell every other word incorrectly. Don't apologize. But God, I mean, the opportunity to help somebody a little bit with their life. And that's what we do. And that's what I feel. That's what people like Amber, they're members that help each other too. I need emergency help today. Where do I go to get help? Well, look on the left-hand side, Beal and Mr. Beal, Miss Beal, and go to, the first thing there is on paying your bills and debt, okay? Make an appointment with those free counselors, okay? What was the website for what? Christopher, website for what? It says I need to request access. Ooh, I did something wrong. Is that for the, yeah, I gotta do that. Okay, thanks, Amber. Okay, we gotta do this. We'll get there. Yeah, I'm supposed to make it open for everybody, and when I do these so quickly, oh, I forgot to make them open. Okay, we'll see. Is that the, okay, recent ones, knew how to get, okay, share. Let's see, oh yeah, it's restricted, yeah. My bad. The old man screwed up again. My bad. Anyone? Okay. How is that, Amber? Is that working now? Amber, can you give it a shot? See if it's working now. So that's tinyurl.com/Lesco Medical Dental. Okay. Lesco Medical Dental. Okay. I need emergency help. Okay. HBL. Okay. Do you see that report on the side? Oh, good. Thanks, Amber. Tammy, I finished my training yesterday for the Master of Food Preservation Program. 16 weeks, exciting! Wow. Yeah, you know what they have too. A lot of county cooperative extension services have free training to be a financial counselor, and some of them even pay you to get free financial counseling. It's crazy. I just want to advertise people. Well, they pay you like $50 or something. What was the website for? It says I need to record. Okay, that's everybody. Okay, let's see what you two people need. Okay, Microsoft just laid off their top engineers. Yeah, and didn't make it. Okay, yes, jobs. Well, actually, what's growing now is blue collar. You can make more money blue collar and a safer job. You know, you get to train for a blue collar, making them $80, $90, $100,000 a year, and AI can never take it over. No, because you're fixing stuff and doing stuff like that. Yeah, that's blue collar stuff. You're safe from AI, and you don't need a degree, and they pay you to learn. They pay you to learn. I don't know if people can't understand that. I mean, that's incredible to me. Why go and pay a college $40,000 a year when the government will pay you $40,000 to learn how to get a $100,000 a year job? You know, it may take years, but you're training while you're doing it, and you're getting it. It took years to get a degree, too. So the ways you find those is, one is careeronestop.org. The next thing is your county, your community college, and then find help, put in your zip code, and then put in job training. But it's, you have robots for the soon. Death asks life, why do people love you but hate me? When life answered, because I am beautiful. Are you? I don't know. I said money back guarantee. Yeah, I'll give your money back. Nobody. If you think I lied or something. I mean, I can't guarantee you get money. I can, nobody could do that. Anybody on the internet's guarantee you get a grant or something. They're just full of shit and they're going to scam you. They can't. The only people that guarantee you get money are the people giving out the money. Yeah. I don't give out the money. Well, we do give out our money. Now, if you're a member, we give out $50,000 to $70,000 every month to members. Okay, and that's what we do with our profits. We give it back to members. So you could join us and apply to 4 grants that we have. And the next one coming up is for, it was yesterday. The next one is the 4th. And I think we're giving out $20,000 on the 4th that you could spend on anything. Not 20, but it's either 1,000 or 500. But yesterday was the deadline for free laptop computers. And we give out 30 of them every month. So if you're a member, if you didn't get one this month, try again next month. And then we have 3 other grants. We have the laptops and 3 other grants that we give out free money. One is on the 4th, another one is on the 15th, and another one is on the 20th, okay? And that's the name of that tune. Okay, anything, let's see, if you want a job, you can get one, yes. But get training, go to those training people, because you can get paid while training now. So find out what they have for that way, and then when you have training, you get a higher paying job. That's what it boils down to. Because the government's gonna train you and pay you to get trained, and then the company gets somebody who knows how to do this stuff. Where and how do you get, I am very well, yeah, letsgoclose.com. Letsgoclose.com, I got a lot of my stuff there. I appreciate it, takes about 4 years. You work 10.5 months, a year, and go to school for 6 months, then the end. Oh, what did you study, David? Your trade ticket. That ticket is good anywhere in the U.S. Yeah, great. David, what did you study? Can you tell us? Okay. Community college offers apprenticeship. Yes, they do. Yeah, that's why they're the people that the government wants you to get trained. The government pays for training. The companies say, oh, we could create a lot of jobs if we get trained jobs. So the government pays for the training, get these trained for people to get a job. And that's how the system works. You know, hey, I have a friend with a cancer. Her name is Racing. Can you say support her, please? Oh, thank you. And her name is Ray, C-I-S-M, Sism? How do you say that? Hi, Ray. Good luck with your cancer. Make sure there's a whole bunch of nonprofits that help people with cancer. If you go to Needy, N-E-E-D-Y, okay, meds, meds.org, Needy, N-E-E-D-Y, meds.org, okay, and there's a tab there that helps you find nonprofit organizations that help with cancer, okay? We have a new carpentry business. Oh, wonderful. Oh, I live in Canada. Oh, yeah. I think they're probably better at apprenticeships than we are in the States. But we got them, and we're trying to do them more. I think Germany was the ones that really do this. I mean, blue collars do very well in Germany. Here, you know, wages didn't go up, but if you get skills, then the wages go up. And they were going up for degrees, and now it's not that way anymore. You can get more, you know, with a blue collar than with a white collar. And also your job isn't very secure anymore, white collars. I have a new carpentry business. Oh, nice. Hey, I am looking for a dental assistance grant to go to school. Okay. There is we have a big report for anything in healthcare. There's a big report for healthcare because we need healthcare people so much. But first start at your Career One Stop because they will know and help you get started. They're not the only place, but there's a good place to start. CareerOneStop.org, put in your zip code, and then you find the local office and you call and make an appointment. Always call and make an appointment. That's very important. Scholarships for healthcare students. College scholarship. Yeah, don't Google, you know, scholarships, because then people will just want your name and stuff like that. So you have to be careful. Scholarship. God, I don't know why I got this. Let me look. Okay. Here, I found a copy of that report. This may be dated, but you could get a new one. 342 scholarships and grants for healthcare folks, okay? There it is. Where can I find grants for car repairs, tune-ups and brake? Staten Island, New York. Okay, David, the best way, we have a report. I don't know, Tammy, do you have the car report you could give them? We have that. And then also to find local stuff. And the report we have is the biggest thing you'll ever see on getting paid for car repair. But also you want to touch base with local people. And if you go to findhelp.org, what's your zip code, Donald? Your zip code, Donald? Or is it David? Yeah, David, what's your zip code? Donald David, it's pretty close. Pretty close. 10303, okay. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, let's see, 10303. 10303. Oh, didn't work. 10303. Okay, and then I gotta put in car. Okay, there's 40 organizations, okay, that are free cars and free car repair in where you are in New York, okay? Here it is. Okay, let's see, anybody else on YouTube? I guess the free money book isn't going to work in this. Yes, it does. Yeah, no, it's just all show business. I mean, he's more making headlines, not really doing something. So don't worry, some things, it'll make it a little harder because what he's doing is cutting out a lot of the people who could help you get the grants. So you're gonna wait on hold a little longer or take you a while to find it, but don't let that stop you. You can't let anything stop you, because the money's still there. I guess the free money book is now. I'm in Detroit, Carpenter. Oh, great. Choose the green colored smoke and get a discount. I don't know what I use a grant for a new business. I need a grant. Okay, for a business to find out all the help to get business is that car repair through. No, the car repair is on, I gave you the link. Oh, no, that wasn't you. The car, yes, I do have a car. Let's Go Car. tinyurl.let's go car. I think I have that. Is that right, you think? No. tinyurl.com/letsgocar. Let me see. But also go to findhelp.org and put in your zip code and then put in car for your zip code. Okay, now let's go car. Yeah, let's go car. tinyurl.com, let's go car. Okay, that makes sense? Makes sensey? Pensy? Or nonsense? Does that make sense or nonsense? Hello, are there help for a food truck? Yes. I just did a video on that. What is it? Colorado. They're giving $16,000 for people who want to start food trucks or make their food truck better. But again, you're a member, Ms. Tonia. What you want to do is go over to unlock your goals and download that report. In the beginning, it tells you who to call, make an appointment with a mentor. Okay, so you have mentors, free mentors, and anywhere in Texas. You put in your zip code and you call to make an appointment. And there's lots of other mentors there too. And for hiring and marketing dollars for a small. Same thing, Trevor. You have to start with the mentors because there's thousands of programs. I mean, look at here too. Here's another place there. A tiny. tinyurl.com/letsgolocalbusiness, and that will show you 40 places locally in any city in the state. What happened is SBA, the link I have there in the SBA for unlock your goals for business, Trump cut out a lot of those things that would give free help, not the money. The money's all still there. It's just people to help. They're just cutting down on employees and hiring people. Just you're gone by the end of the day. Just stupid and hurtful. That's the bad thing. Sure, that has to be cut back, but you don't have to hurt people. What about getting power to my property? I have been given an estimate for them to get power to my property. Well, don't know. It sounds like you need other people to talk about that. What I would do, what state are you in, Rhonda? What state? What's the California? Okay. Here's a state-by-state listing of state power energy offices. So call them, try to make an appointment with somebody to understand what your options are. You can't just one salesman say something and you think that's it. No, you got to find out what your options are. And they're different all over, and there's always a lot of them. I want to empower my client, okay. I live in DC. Oh, so do I. Looking for against a living, buying a home, starting a business. You always ask, what state is DC? I know, but I'm in state. I live down in Adams Morgan. Where do you live? But for housing, look on the unlock your goals on the left-hand side. Oh, Cleveland Park, you're not far. I could walk there. You could walk here. Look on the left-hand side, unlock your goals. We have one for business, and we have one for housing. And there's 7 nonprofit organizations locally. You have to talk to them about that. DC government had a good program. It comes with the money, then it goes with money, it comes and goes. They have up to $200,000 as a down payment. But that comes and goes. So that's why there's so many programs that come and go. So you have to start talking to as many people as possible. If you see me on the street, stop me. NACA is good. I'm working with them. Oh, nice. What's NACA? Oh, is that the down payment people that you talk to? Okay, but make sure you know others too, if that's the best, because there's a lot of programs like that. Okay. Okay, HUD.gov, yeah, and actually /counseling, that's a good place to start. HUD.gov would make it a little overwhelmed. Well, at the moment, no one has any money, no grants in DC. Well, yes, they're hurting now, and actually they're gonna be hurting a while. But you never know, you have to ask. And then if they don't have it, you ask where else to go, because everybody knows something else. They're in the business of watching that. Well, at the moment, the question must be very, very annoying, but where do those members come from? They're paid by government offices and nonprofit organizations. You know, this is what 40% of our country is made up of this thing. You know, 40% are all people that get paid to help you. You know, and that's you go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and you'll see 2,000-3,000 organizations in your zip code that get paid to help you for free and also give you money for free. Okay. I'm in South Carolina having trouble getting apartments. Apps or apartments? Okay, the same thing. Go to the left-hand side and the housing thing. I was just reading, there's a lot of more, the Carolinas, I'm not sure if it's North Carolina, South Carolina, one of them, they're getting more money, grant money available, particularly for business, that were hurt by the weather problems down there because FEMA didn't give enough. You know? So that's why you have lots of sources. Okay, guys, my throat is running dry. Okay. So thank you for putting up with me. And don't forget, we talked about, if you want to be a member, it's leskohelp.com, LESKOHELP. Now, some of the tinies, we use that tiny URL, and then we have one for Lesko Medical Dental, tinyurl.com/Lesko Medical Dental. We also talked about Lesko Car and Lesko Local Business. Okay, they're the three we talked about. So if you're not a member, you get there. If you're a member, we got them in our report and in the website, or ask questions. That's what we're here. Ask question. Okay, don't know how to help you if you don't ask a question. Thank you.